Hello, my name is Ian Kindle, and I'm the lead designer of Righteous Space Brawl, alongside my team, Elias, Michael, and Alfredo, and our advisor, Christoph. So our game was created in correlation with the Game Research Lab, located here on campus, an undergraduate lab for CD and CS and the game design emphasis, as well as other major students who wish to learn more about game design. Its main purpose is that it has some of the new tech that allows us to make games that we normally would not be able to, and gives us the resources we need to make them. So the problem I most wish to address with my game is that in VR, oftentimes it's hard to approach for new users because it oftentimes causes motion sickness and claustrophobia, and this is just a problem with the software that's still being worked out because it's new. So to try and create an action game where these problems would not be nearly as prevalent, I first looked to older games that were similar to the one I wished to create, in the form of Star Wars X-Wing and Star Fox 64. From playing these games, I realized that if I were to make a game more along the lines of Star Fox, where the camera was behind the player as opposed to the player being directly in control of the action, it would alleviate some of the motion sickness that would occur. So here we have a screenshot of the game in its early phases, and as you can see, we are behind the player ship in order to control. And because there's no cockpit, it feels more open and less cluster. So we started out, here's some base sketches of the UI, as well as some rough character designs on the right, or sorry, yes, your left, my right. And then from there, we went to the 3D models, and here is the model ship untextured and textured as we progressed. And finally, here is a brief video of our game in motion. So as you can see, the player character is moving independent from the in-game camera. You cannot see it in this clip. This is because the camera is controlled by the Oculus Rift, which we'll be able to see in a moment. Where the player looks is where the camera moves, allowing an independent feeling between you and the game's movement, which helps to alleviate some of the motion sickness caused by VR. So finally, we used Maya and Mudbox for the 3D modeling of the assets, and Unity for the game's code and engine. And finally, we used a motion of the Creative Cloud in order for the 2D assets that appear in the game, such as Illustrator, InDesign, and Photoshop. I would like to take this time to say what I've learned. I learned a lot of team and time management skills, being in charge of the team and having to propose the game. I learned a lot of problem-solving skills as we encountered several errors, especially with the in-game camera, and resolving the motion sickness as we went on. And finally, how to write a game proposal, which took a lot of the time, and how to pitch the game to my instructors. Thank you. Please visit and play the game in the lobby after the presentations are over.